much pain and sorrow and suffering and murder. God brought that word back to his heart.
Amen.
And that's wonderful. And, you know, the older you get, the more you get hurt. And the more you see things, people let you down and people deceive you and do you dirty. That's why when a little newborn baby comes in here, everybody wants to hold that baby. They represent something of innocence, purity. It's like that little thing going out there. So, you know, it's a wonder we don't pull our arms and legs off. Everybody runs out there and tries to grab them. I grabbed the Spud, that's what I call her, a while ago. I had to almost put a rope around Ruth Ann. And I had to take off running before Miss Auburn to get her. It's just something about little children. That'll keep you up all night. They squall and holler, and you just say, you know, you shut up. But they're kind of worth it. They mess their diapers all up, get sick, keep you up all night, squall and holler, take stuff you spend a lot of time making and fixing up, they dump it in the floor. All kind of stuff. But the older they get, until finally we get grown and we've seen a lot in life and we've been hurt a lot and we're not quite as pretty. We're not as clean looking. You know why, folks? You know why? One word, 3 letters in it, sin. It tarnishes us. And the older you get, the more you realize, well, I need help in this world. I'm a mess. And I am. I'm just like Paul Brown. You think he's not a mess? Son, he's a mess. You think that old man right there is not a mess? He's a mess. Sure he is. He's pretty to it. That's where Johnny gets his good looks. Yeah. You think you're not a mess? Raise your hand and say, well, John, you're not talking about me. I'm not a mess. I'm good, and I'm clean, and I'm perfect. No, you're not. We're all dirty in some kind of way. And that's why the Lord went to the cross. And anyway, Brother David and Miss Debbie, they've been through a lot of things in their lives as Christians. She was raised in a preacher's home. Your daddy did some preaching, Brother David? No. Well, he did.
He was in the Army, but then he got the ministry after.
Anyway, they've been around churches and Christianity a long time. And Miss Debbie was in a car wreck some, 20-some years ago? 27 years ago, you had 23 major surgeries, something like that. 22 major surgeries to try to get her back, because a lot of bones broken. She's tore all the pieces in the wreck. Back in, I don't know how many years ago it was, but it was 8 or 9 years ago, wasn't it, when you went to Cleveland Clinic? How long ago was that?
January 2004.
Oh, okay, so 6 and a half years ago. Anyway, we loaded up 8 guys in that old van I got out there. It got 300,000 on it now, and it's still running on 5 cylinders. I'm glad for that. It has 6 cylinders, but it runs on 5. Anyway, it was running on 6 then. We loaded up 8 fellas and went over there to Cleveland Clinic, Cleveland, Ohio, because Brother David right there was going into surgery to take a tumor off his brain. It was 1.5 times the size of a baseball. Well, I'll tell you, brother, I didn't get much hope you were make it. You know, we see so much stuff like this. And I wanted God to prove me wrong, and God did. Brother David went in there, man, they cut his head open. And the doctor said, and they run hundreds of patients through that clinic. That clinic's internationally known, and he said that he'd never seen a man that close to being where that tumor would burst open or something, would be that big, and the man still be living. And we went in the emergency room and had prayer with Brother David before he went into surgery. so, I love Brother David and Miss Debbie. And I'll tell you why I love them, because they love God. And I've seen them over the years. And they don't gripe and complain. There's plenty of stuff we don't understand. And I'm sure they gripe and complain at home and in their heart, because I know I do, and I believe everybody does. And everybody I find in the Bible griped and complained and didn't understand and went off and sucked their thumb some. I rather enjoy sucking my thumb. But God has not been asking me how to run the universe. And I offer my help and my counsel to the Lord quite often to tell him, how he's not doing things right in my life. And I sure don't understand it, and I wish he'd do stuff different. And you know what? He's not been impressed one bit with my counsel. But I call Brother David, he'll call me, and he's one of my few preacher friends that still even have anything to do with me. And we'll kind of cry on each other's shoulder a little bit and gripe a little bit, but you know what? There's no long-term help in that. It's short-term, and we're supposed to bear one another's burdens. And that's a biblical thing. But it's like that song we just sang, a mighty fortress is our God, a bulwark never fails. And I have comfort out of seeing y'all. I get a blessing out of coming over here to church and visiting with y'all and fellowshipping and laughing and seeing the children. I enjoy that. But that won't carry me through the dark, long times when people stab you in the back and betray you. People you love don't understand what's happening in your life. And I'll tell every last one of us in here today, we need to ask God to help us be more patient and long-suffering with one another, because I tell you, America's going to hell, but in a handbasket. And there's enough out there to defeat us and hurt us. We need to comfort one another and be a blessing. But anyway, I don't know if Miss Debbie, if you would come and play these bells up here. I'm glad you made it, Kermit. Find him a find a chair back there, please. There's some right yonder. See these chairs over here. Give him something back here by the table. He might want to. The Lord had mercy